Hello my beautiful people, you're welcome to Naho Fashion YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to be making a shoulder pad. As you can see, shoulder pad is used to add volume to the shoulder, all right, and it's not a must for everyone. Some women have very high shoulders, some women have a very low shoulder. Like me, I'm not a fan of shoulder pad. As you can see, I made my almost very flat. You can make yours as high as you want it to be, it's still fine. All right, so this is the continuation of our blazer tutorial. We have a lot to do in the sewing tutorial. I don't want the video to be too long, that's why I decided to drop the shoulder pad tutorial separately. So I have two pieces of my fabric right side facing. I'll first cut the piece I'm going to use to cover the back up. I'm marking 9 inches on both sides. All right, both the width and the length, 9 inches. I'll just create a straight line like this and cut it out. So for the form, I have some pieces of form remaining with me, and that is what I will be using. So you can go ahead and buy any form of your choice. If you are not able to get a very thicker one, just buy the one you can have access to. You can double it, you can triple it to your desired height. All right, so I'll go ahead and fold it into two just like this, and then fold it again, fold it into two, and then fold it again just like this. All right, and then I'm going to be marking 4 inch all the way around. 4 inch all the way around. I don't think you should use more than 4.5 inch if you want it very wide. 4.5 inch is okay, but I'm using 4 inch. When we open this 4 inch, we'll be having 8 inch in total. That's why I cut out the piece at 9 inches so that we'll have a sewing allowance. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut it out following the 4 inch marked. All right, just like this. And then I'll open it and cut open the fold end. So this we just cut out the two shoulder parts, but for me, because I want to double mine, all right, I'll cut out 4 pieces because I want to double mine. All right, so I've cut out 4 pieces. The next thing I'll do now is to start trimming. So you want to trim the upper part of the shoulder of the form so that it will lay really flat, like it will not be too bulgy. You don't want the end part of it to be showing. You want it to blend with your neck. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but just trim the upper part, just the upper part of the form. All right, so take your time and trim it very well, most especially if you're using a very thick form. You want to trim it very well so that the lines will not be showing. So I've trimmed it down. As you can see, we have our 4 inch. I'll go over to my sewing machine and stitch down the 2 pieces in the curve area, all right, just to keep them in place. So I've done that. As you can see, the width of my form is 1/4 inch. It's 1/4 inch, like 0.2. So I just want it to widen my shoulder. I don't want it high. All right, so just do it as you want. I'll place it on my fabric. The fabric is on fold. I fold my fabric and then I place it just like this, and then I'm cutting out, leaving 1/2 inch for sewing allowance. All right, it doesn't have to be up to 1/2 inch, but just make sure you leave sewing allowance. Then I will notch the fold ends just like this. Okay, I'll do the same thing to the second piece. So I will place the form inside the fabric just like this, and then cover it up just like the way you cover your meat pie. So I'll cover it up just like this. I am pinning it down and trying to get a little part of the form. All right, so when you're stitching it, you stitch it with the little part, the little end of the form. I don't know if that is clear, but you can just stitch just the allowance, it's still fine. So I'll pin it down, move over to my sewing machine and stitch it down. All right, so guys, I'm gonna head to do that, as you can see, and then you can trim out the excess allowance. You can weave it down depending on where you are attaching it. Okay, I ended up weaving my own. If you're attaching it in a transparent material, make sure it's very neat. If you're attaching it in between your lining and your main fabric, you may not even need to cover it up like this. Okay, so I'm going to iron it down to give it a little curve. This is optional, you can actually use it like that, you can actually use it straight, it's optional. All right, but I'll just give it that little curve, the shoulder kind of curve, you understand? After ironing, as you can see, this one is a little bit curvy, this one is flat. We are going to attach it to the blazer in our sewing tutorial, and the sewing tutorial is going to be dropping on Monday. All right, next tomorrow. I'm so sorry, I've been busy, I didn't have time to edit the video, but on Monday, unfailingly, I'm going to drop the tutorial. All right, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell, very important, so you don't miss out. I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.